All right, man. So we started on the NFL Mount Rushmore with running backs,
Yeah,
but as sexy as that is, it's no quarterback now, is it?
no, it's not.
No, it's time to do quarterbacks, bro. It's good time to do
I think
quarterbacks.
so.
Yeah,
It's a heated discussions that we normally have. So,
yeah,
well, let's get into it.
yeah. Let's get into it. So I guess we start back with let's talk about some of the golden era or ancient era of the NFL and why they're frankly not going to be on here.
Right. Let's go through the Norm Van
Yeah,
Brocklins.
there's nothing wrong with a
No,
Norm
not at
Van
all.
Brocklin, a Sammy Baugh. Uh,
Sammy Ball, Lynn Dawson,
yeah,
Fran Tarkenton.
yeah, and look, I mean, I'm old enough to have seen Fran Tarkenton play quite a bit and Lynn Dawson, but frankly, the production just doesn't measure up to modern standards, and that's because all the rules are changed to favor quarterbacks. So frankly, it's
Sure.
unfair anyway.
Yeah,
When you start,
honestly.
yeah, when you
You get
start
into like
comparing
people
their
like
stats.
Warren Moon, Jim Kelly, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, even those guys. So let's talk about Warren Moon, Jim Kelly, those guys,
Yeah.
Dan Marino. These kind of guys, they play in an area where it's still pretty rough out there, man. Not only for quarterbacks getting hit, but their receivers being harassed down the field.
Well, yeah, and I mean Jim Kelly. I think like Steve Young, they started in the different leagues,
Mm-hmm.
and it wasn't like that. It's not like that now.
No.
And Jim Kelly hated Buffalo so much that he had to come back because they had the draft rights.
that, I mean,
But and went to 4 Super Bowls, lost all four, but whatever.
that was hilarious for him. Like, oh no, I hate Buffalo. I hate cold weather so much. I'm not going to play in
Of course,
Buffalo. I'm going to go play in the USFL. He made a fat contract. Of course, that league went bust, and bam, he's back in the NFL, and bam, he's back to the guys who drafted him in Buffalo, and it did work out. I mean, actually he it ultimately came to embrace the city. He did go to four
yeah.
Super Bowls, and that's not nothing, man. That's
No, it's
impressive.
not nothing. And fun fact, he got his jaw broke by Jim Harbaugh.
Yeah, he did.
Um,
He did. Yeah.
that's just a fun fact.
Yeah.
I'm
Uh,
a Colts fan.
so yeah, so we're not those guys. Otto Graham, for example. Let's talk about
Yeah,
him.
right.
Championships, AAFC champions, NFL champions when they ultimately came to the NFL. I mean, obviously he's winning a lot.
Yeah, of
He's got
course.
probably one of, in my opinion, the best head coach of all time, Paul Brown. You and I debate that a lot, but and
Yeah, yeah.
which
Well, I
gentleman should
think
be a
Belichick, but you think
yeah,
Paul Brown.
yeah, should be
Belichick has a hotter girlfriend.
yeah.
Um,
Well, he's got a younger girlfriend, that's for sure.
so,
But
so we
yeah,
were talking about speaking of that, like so Sammy Ball.
yeah, Sammy Ball.
Uh,
I mean, geez.
we're like, okay, we can't really speak on him that well, but the fact that we even know his damn name is
Yeah,
impressive.
and look, that most NFL fans know the
Sure.
name of Sammy Ball, or
Yeah.
probably have at least heard of Norm Van Brocklin. Uh, that's not nothing, man. I mean, that's
Yeah,
seven.
like a Sid Luckman or something like that. Yeah.
I think the only one who kind of transcends that era, and obviously he's a little bit post those guys, but Johnny U. Johnny Unitas.
Johnny U. Yeah.
Johnny Unitas was kind of the innovator for what was to come.
Sure.
I mean, this
Calling his
guy,
own plays, right?
yeah, I
That's
mean, this guy was throwing the downfield pass, as you will.
mhm.
So he was the first, and look, he had the touchdown record for the longest time in a 14 game season. Um, he is worthy of discussion because he innovated so much. His toughness, all that crap. He's worthy of discussion for could he be on the Rushmore. But all those other guys, and all due apologies to them. No, sorry, no.
Yeah, I mean, you have to stop somewhere. You have to cut it off somewhere.
Yeah,
Um, and we're talking so there's so we think of Kurt Warner. I a little overrated. I'm just looking at names here.
Kurt Warner
Um,
to me is. And again, I told you I disagree with him being in the Hall, and not because he's wasn't great in his minuscule career. It's just that it was too short.
yeah, and I think you have to get in the Hall for me. You like you have to pop so hard because the Hall of Fame in the NFL is so hard to get into. So I feel like there should be more standards to that. So
Yeah,
like the Eli Mannings, the Ben Roethlisberger, the Russell Wilsons.
yeah,
Not saying they're not Hall of Famers, kind of, but they're not going to be on this list. I'll tell you that right now.
yeah. So Kurt Warner in particular, Gray Show and Turf. Yeah, it was magnificent, man.
That's awesome.
But that was to me, it was kind of Mike Martz. To me, he's like
Yeah.
Sean Payton. He just likes to show off by throwing the ball. And of
Yep.
course, they had the greatest two-way player ever, Marshall Faulk,
Yeah.
receiver slash running back. So that didn't
Yep.
hurt. But
No.
yeah, Kurt Warner, no, not so much. Not so much.
All right. Do you want to get into some nitty gritties of
Let's do it.
like who? I mean, let's get. Or let's not get to our four. Let's get to who we kind of have been circling around, like Troy Aikman,
Troy
Steve
Aikman. Yeah.
Young. Um, hmm.
Troy Aikman is a perfect example. Three Super Bowls. He played well within the system of the Cowboys. That was obviously run first. Emmitt Smith. I mean, he's not the leading rusher of all time for no reason. I mean,
Right.
so, but that's what he played with.
But Troy was great.
Troy was great. He was cool under pressure.
Yeah.
Uh, Much like Joe Montana, he was just cool under pressure. And he brought leadership to that team that desperately needed it because there are a lot of personalities on that team. And, I, and
Yeah, that's under, underscoring it, man.
right. I
That's
mean,
there's a lot.
I think he did that well, and I think that's a big part of what a great quarterback is going to do is provide that leadership, right?
How much yayo was on that plane? You think on the private jets to? No,
Oh boy.
anyway.
Oh
Uh,
boy.
so yeah, but we like it. Here's another guy we actually don't like, but he needs to be mentioned is Brett Favre.
Brett Favre. Uh,
He's Iron Man. I get it. He's
that
John
dude.
Madden's favorite player ever.
Yeah. I mean, dude was on enough painkillers that he could play through anything.
Jesus,
Um,
I mean, he could send a dick pic with the best of them and
yeah.
then go out and throw an interception. The
It's
dude was lightning.
yeah. It's not even his off-field things that turns me off to him. It's
No,
yeah. And there's quite a few of those. I mean, my God, quite a few.
I mean, yeah. Does he hate Mississippi people? Yeah, probably.
Um, it's with Brett Favre. It's more his propensity to throw an interception in the worst possible moment.
Yeah, obviously.
Now, you and I have always talked about, hey, when you're trying to win, you got to put the ball in harm's way often, right? When you're trying to win, you're coming from behind, whatever, and you got to have this game. Either it's the last game of the season or whatever. You've got to have this game. You have to put that ball in harm's way.
Sure.
Brett Favre didn't think like that. He thought like that every single game.
I'll give him credit. He was not scared to throw an interception.
No, I mean, no,
Obviously.
he had no fear, no fear. The thing is, though, he wasn't wrong a lot of half the time. I guess he threw half it, but
Yeah, I mean, okay.
that guy's arm was amazing.
No,
Amazing.
he's a great talent. I would feel shitty not put him on here, but the fact is he was a deplorable human. And
Terrible human, but we put O.J. Simpson on our Rushmore of running backs, so we're not going to count that against him. But we are going to count against him the interceptions and his lack of game awareness. You know,
right,
it's like, yeah, you can't do that right now, dude. You know, this isn't that drive,
right.
right? Yeah.
Yeah. So should we move to it?
Let's
Let's go.
let's
Let's go to the top two. We know,
let's
obviously.
well let me talk another guy who
Okay.
could be but just isn't Drew Brees.
Oh yeah, yeah,
Drew Brees, phenomenal talent. I admire his comeback from the injury at San Diego. Obviously, the resurrection of New Orleans as a whole after Katrina. It's a great story. Win
yep,
Super Bowl uh, against our Colts, which broke my heart, but you know it's a great story. And his records are unbelievable.
yeah.
Honestly,
I mean, 74,000 passing yards. is kind of insane.
It's insane.
And he led the league for 7 years, which is a record.
Yeah.
That's not nothing.
But the thing is, much like Mike Martz in with the Rams, the St. Louis Rams at the time,
Yeah.
Sean Payton was
Oh,
whipped out his dick kind of coach. Man,
yeah.
he was a mediocre quarterback in college himself,
Yep.
and just wanted to show that he can throw the ball via his quarterback.
Well, at that time, he wanted the defenses to learn lessons that he wanted his offense to learn lessons this
Yeah,
year. I can't remember,
yeah.
but obviously he really wanted to throw the ball with Drew Brees, which is fine, which makes sense. That's how you win.
Hey, and
But
and they won a lot. They won a lot.
they won a lot.
But I think Breeze's records are all born of that, and it didn't translate to much success beyond first or second round of playoffs.
No, I agree. I think they fell short because they didn't have the complete picture, and even though man, they had so many good players.
They
Well, I mean,
did.
we could talk about Brees for a while, but
Yeah,
him coming from San Diego on the shoulder surgery, I mean, that's insane.
yeah. It was impressive, completely impressive. But I don't think he makes it. Do you? No.
Nah, to Rushmore, no.
Rushmore? No. Come on, top four? No. All right. You want to get into it?
Let's do it.
All right. Look,
Let's just start with the obvious one.
yeah,
The
we
people that
know
have listened to anything that we have ever said.
the top two. You know 'em.
Yeah,
It's Brady and Manning.
it's Brady, man.
It's just Brady and Manning. There's no doubt about it. You can argue who's one, who's two, but it's Brady and Manning.
Well, we know which one we'd argue for, but
Yeah,
yeah,
right. But it's Brady and Manning. So then we got two spots left, right?
yeah.
I mean, we can talk about those two, but ad nauseum. But there's no point.
No,
So let's talk about the two spots left.
let's just talk about the ones that we've had difficulty
Yeah, I'll tell you
kind of getting
one
through.
that you and I both agree we left off is Joe Montana. And
Oh, you know,
the
okay,
reason the
yeah,
reason
we left him off, but you know who we forgot to talk about is Terry Bradshaw. I just wanted to throw
yeah,
that in
that's
there real
that's
quick.
exact, and that's what my point. If you want to talk about Joe Montana and you do not talk about Terry Bradshaw, go screw
Yeah.
yourself. Go screw
Yep.
yourself because it doesn't make sense. Tom Brady won what, 7 rings?
Yeah.
Montana won 4.
Yep.
Bradshaw won 4. Uh,
Yep.
and I get it. His defense, Bradshaw's defense has carried him through most of the time, but he showed up in those Super Bowls, man. I mean, those are brilliant games.
I
He
mean,
showed up in the
dude,
playoffs, definitely.
we
And
we can get into these winning quarterbacks and how their
yeah,
defense helped. I mean, we can do this all day long,
right.
but yeah.
So therefore, I think
So
you and I
let's
left.
just make it clear: Joe Montana's on the fucking list. He'll never be.
No, Joe Montana is not because he's a system quarterback um, who was with the greatest offensive mind,
Yeah,
maybe
Bill
of all
Walsh
time.
helped that shit.
Yeah,
Two steps and throw. I
yeah.
mean, come on. You had Jerry Rice and Roger Craig, and come on.
Bill Walsh
What are we
was
doing here?
was probably the greatest offensive mind in the course of NFL history. Of course, student of Paul Brown. Yeah.
Good.
Uh,
Okay. Well, hey, coaches are coming up soon, but
yeah. So I mean, this is what this guy did. I mean, this guy drilled it into Montana's head so much, like, okay, on your third step back, release the ball right now.
yeah.
I mean that.
Yep.
I'm sorry. That's not, you know, that's not Joe Montana. That's Bill Walsh.
Yep.
So yeah, I can't put him on. I get it. Won a bunch of championships. They had a great team. They had a great system. But I give credit to Bill Walsh there, 100%, 100%.
Absolutely.
So I can't include Joe Montana for that. And
No.
for the same reason, I can't include Terry Bradshaw. Although anytime someone
Sure.
wants to tell me about Joe Montana, let's put Terry Bradshaw right there with him. Okay. Uh,
Right.
Chuck Noll was a great coach, but he wasn't a great offensive coach. He was a great coach, smart man. But so for Terry Bradshaw to flourish under that, please.
Yeah.
Yeah. So no, stop that. Stop it. So I think we come to the next one, and you and I tussled over this because we struggled mentally because he's still playing.
He's still playing, and it's really hard to put him there
It's very hard to put him
because
there. We left Derrick Henry off the greatest running back list because he's still
right.
playing,
Yeah,
and
we're
we
very
know,
persnickety about this kind of
yeah,
stuff.
and we know Derrick Henry is gonna be,
He's good. He's great. He's going
yeah,
to be up
he's
there.
great. So Patrick Mahomes has proven in the first half of his career that he's going to be one of the greatest of all time. He might be the greatest of all time.
Yeah, I think he'll go down to that. It's very hard to say because injuries. I mean, he's coming off one right now,
Right. Well,
so
say,
you just never know.
yeah, you remember when famously Jack Nicklaus said about Tiger Woods, he's at 14
Yeah, well, yeah,
championships. He goes,
well,
well,
we'll
we'll
see.
see. We'll see. And
But
we're
let's
not.
be honest, Tiger Woods. That's another video.
Yeah,
Tiger Woods, the best one, but whatever.
right. So
Yeah, so
Patrick Mahomes.
Mahomes,
Mahomes.
he's never not been to an AFC Championship game.
God,
Uh,
can you imagine?
no, so the dude's amazing, and I'd like to say that it's a system and all this shit we talk about, like with, let's be honest, with Brady or Montana and all this stuff. It's not the system, man. It's
Not
him.
system, man.
He shows up in the biggest moments, and that's just who he is,
Look,
dude.
man,
And
I think Andy Reid's a great coach. I think
he's a great coach.
he's a great offensive mind. But I
Sure.
think I think that team has been turned over to whoever they might have as their offensive coordinator in any given year, and Patrick
Yep.
Mahomes. Patrick Mahomes does whatever he improvises half his plays,
Yep.
and this guy is a shortstop in a quarterback's position.
Yeah. And I mean, if you need 11, he's gonna get you 12.
Yeah,
He's just one of those guys. However you need to get 12, I don't know how you're gonna get
yeah,
it, but he's gonna get it, whether it's running or throwing.
yeah.
Um, he's just amazing.
He's amazing. And again, barring serious injury,
Sure.
I think you and I both agree that I think he's going to go down as the best of all time.
Yeah, I would assume so. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So we get to the pivotal fourth position, and
Yeah. Here's the problem.
yeah.
So we try to agree on these beforehand, so we can just push through these. Yeah, lay out your argument for number four, please.
Well, mine's Dan Marino, and
Ah,
my position is I know postseason didn't have a great amount of success, and hell,
uh
regular season wasn't that great, but Dan Marino changed the way quarterbacks play. I know for a fact, beyond his dad, Peyton Manning's favorite player was Dan Marino.
Sure.
Because, who? Why wouldn't it be? This man had the quickest release I've ever seen. I mean,
Yeah, no doubt.
I've seen,
I
I've
think
seen,
he threw. He only had 13 sacks, and he threw 574 times in one season.
yeah, 13 sacks, people, and this guy was a statue. He was
Yeah.
a freaking statue. Okay, you knew exactly where he was. He was in the middle of the pocket, and he
Yep.
wasn't moving. He was a statue in that same season with 13
Yeah.
sacks. He threw
48 touchdowns,
48 touchdowns,
55,000 yards. Yeah.
5,000 yards. And this is when the receivers could still be mugged and he could still be killed back there. So,
Yeah, it's 84.
yeah.
Amazing season.
So that to me is why I put him there.
Yeah, cool.
Now, I just
Here's
say a
here's
nice,
why I'm gonna disagree with you.
yeah. I think an alternate, I know who you're about to nominate, but an alternate too would be, and I know he's one of your favorites, John Elway.
Yeah.
Uh, John Elway, 5 Super Bowls, won 2. Um, John Elway was a piece of work. He was a gifted athlete,
Yeah.
phenomenal arm, kind of a gunslinger a little bit. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. But I don't. hold him with the same regard that you do. But yeah,
Well, obviously. Here's the thing. So the reason I went this route is because I would have put Elway in there. The reason I went this route is because, okay, we're literally talking about physical specimens. Who's the greatest talent? Who pops off the screen the best?
right.
And there's no question in anybody's mind that Aaron Rodgers pops off the screen more than anybody that's ever done it. And the boy could make any throw, could run, could do anything that Marino did, could do it better. Could that spiral was sexy. Um, Here's the problem. Because I'm not a big fan of Aaron Rodgers. I'm just saying, talent-wise, no one can disagree with it.
I,
The boy was
I
bad.
yeah,
Yeah.
I
He has great numbers. He has great numbers, just like Marino, and he has a Super Bowl win. Marino doesn't. If we're gonna go that route, Aaron Rodgers.
I agree with
Look,
you that on tape, Aaron Rodgers is the most complete quarterback I've ever seen, and that
yeah,
includes Patrick Mahomes, which is saying
yeah,
a lot.
yeah,
Uh,
because Mahomes is a beast.
yeah, but Aaron Rodgers throws a sweet ball. Aaron Rodgers, I mean, he kind of perfected the back shoulder throw. I mean,
Sure. Yeah. So
that's
you want to
something.
talk about change the game? He
Yeah,
changed the game too.
yeah. He can scramble. He can get you that first down. He can with his legs. All that. Here's my problem with Aaron Rodgers is when you look at his
Which
stats,
one? Which problem?
the biggest problem.
Okay.
When you look at his stats, look at his interceptions.
Yeah.
They're almost zero. I mean, no one, nobody throws
Right.
as few interceptions as Aaron Rodgers, and that's awesome. I mean, ball security, every coach preaches it. It's important. However, ball security is important up till you're not winning your last game of the season.
Yeah.
That's
That's true.
always been my problem with Aaron Rodgers is he almost has this pathological refusal to put the ball in harm's way, even though you need this game. Now, I'm not talking about his Hail Marys, those are kind of legendary almost. But I'm talking about you give a 50-50 ball. I don't care who the receiver is. Give a 50-50 ball because you need this. You
Yeah.
need this. You're not going to win this game. And Aaron Rodgers, too often to me, refused to throw that ball.
Yeah. And this is a big problem I have with him. He's such a bitch when
Oh,
it
he
comes
is
to
a
this
bitch.
because
I'm not even
he's
talking
like,
about him
oh,
being
my
a bitch.
stats matter. I need to go hit the ayahuasca
Yeah.
and be cool for summer. He's such a bitch about this kind of stuff. It's like, well, you know what, my completion is gonna mess up my completion percentage. Like Peyton didn't care about that. Tom Brady didn't care about that. None of these winners cared about that.
Right.
So I am so on board with your argument about it. I'm just saying, if we're talking about physical
Oh,
talent,
yeah.
he's the bad boy.
He is gifted. He's gifted. I mean, he's a complete mess as a human being. But,
Oh, of course.
but
I
uh,
mean, I don't know him, but
the gifts, I've seen him talk enough. I mean, look,
oh yeah,
every time you talk, you reveal your education. And the thing with Aaron Rodgers, he thinks every time he talks, he's revealing that he's so educated. He's
yeah,
not.
right.
He's not.
No,
He's just talks. I mean, he's a talker.
no,
So
he's a
whatever.
good-looking, great athlete, and
Yeah. Oh,
do de do de
well,
do.
we can talk about his track record with women. He's treated them so well. But no, it's to me. That's why I'm going Marino because I think he innovated the game. I think future quarterbacks imitated his game. I don't know outside of maybe Mahomes, maybe imitated Rodgers a bit, but I don't think so. Mahomes had his
Nah.
own skills. He doesn't. Aaron doesn't release at different release points so much like Mahomes. Mahomes has again, he's a shortstop in a
Yeah,
NFL uniform. So I don't think he's really imitating Rodgers. Everyone's imitating Brady because everyone wants the championships, but I don't think he's imitating Rodgers. So I'm gonna go with I'm gonna go with Marino because he changed the game.
I'm going with Aaron just on based on this argument. And honestly, I'm not like I love Marino too. That's the problem. But if you're going to sit there and ask me who is the most talented quarterback you've ever seen, it's Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah,
And I don't even think it's close. And Mahomes maybe, Josh Allen maybe,
yeah.
but no one's really that close.
No one's that close. I agree with the three you mentioned: Rodgers, Mahomes, and Josh Allen.
Yeah.
Josh Allen,
And I mean, Marino's up there. Don't get me wrong with as far as arm talent, quick release, all that kind of stuff. It's just no one's up there with Rodgers. Man.
yeah.
He was
All right.
supposed to be the prototype, but whatever.
So
Anyway, we
there
can
you
go
have
on
it.
and on.
We have Manning,
Yeah.
Brady. Uh, who's our third? Oh,
Uh,
Mahomes and
and question mark.
question mark. Question mark.
Who is the fourth? Who is the fourth?
Yeah.
Please tell us.
Question mark Marino. Okay. Nice talking to you.
Question mark Rodgers. Cool.
All right. Talk to you.
All right.